Hello everyone, this is Praful again. So today we are going to start our new module which is based on the common source amplifier. So welcome to the Vlsi sign Cadence Virtuoso. Now this is the common source amplifier. We will plot the phase margin and gain margin plot, and then we will introduce the resistor between them, and then we will find what is the gain and phase margin of this schematic. So we also define all the DC and AC analysis in that. This is the DC analysis, VI power, and the phi changes, like this is shown the AC analysis. Now let's start with the Cadence Virtuoso. So this is my Cadence Virtuoso. First we have to introduce the add instance, then click I. Then GPDK 180 library is already shown there. The cell is NMOS. Okay, we named it NMOS. Right. So this is my NMOS. Okay. So now we have to define so many resistors, like 4 resistors. Now first we have to define only 3 resistors, right? I. The resistor in this case is present in analog lib. Okay, the name is resistor. This is cell mouse RES, and this is resistor, and we should do this. Okay, by default the resistor value is 1 kilo ohm, so just introduce 3 resistor there. Okay, then press escape, and then again I. We have to define VDC. So this VDC is here. What is the value of VDC? Let me first define VDC. Okay, so here is my VDC. Hit escape, and then click I, then W. It's already showing my all the values, right? Wait a second. I, then press W, join all the points. Just click on W. Okay. So here we connect our PC there. Press, just join this also, and then finally we have to introduce our ground. This is G and D. The ground is shown there. It's just click F to fit. Okay, and now we have to define what? Just define one more ground here, and then click I. Then you have to design Vsin. Vsin is a sinusoidal voltage. Sinusoidal voltage is there. Then we have to define our capacitor. This cap, predefined value of this cap is 1 picofarad, and if we want to change the orientation, just click here. By the way, this is okay. This is okay. Now just join all the points. We have to give the value of VDC and this vsim, and we have to join this substrate body to this. Let's click read and then again W. This schematic is now ready. Okay, now we have to connect it with the ground. Okay, so just press ESC and we have to just press Q. We have to give the value like 1. I made it like 1. Okay, by default we are using this value. Just pressing. Let me take 1.8 DC voltage. Okay, now check is this schematic is okay, working, is this schematic is working or not. So now here it will be shown the schematic check complete with no error and most common source schematic is saved. Okay. So it's showing no error. Okay, so just launch ADEL and there is no any information given about the I, V and the power right now. So we have to analyze the DC analysis. So here we will just go to the first, we will go to this model library. Here is already Cadence Foundry analog 180 nanometer. Okay, then we will click on the DC analysis, DC, save DC operating points. Okay, just run it. Okay, now this is all the DC analysis is given there and all this is shown. V is 267.688 millivolt and this I is this and the power at this resistor is that 71.6567. okay, so this is all about this DC analysis. Now we just go for the AC analysis, right? This is the sweep variable is frequency. Okay, the start time, you can take the start time from 10 to 100 micros. Okay, just use the automatic. We use the log scale for our. Why we are using log scale? Because we are going to define the gain margin, phase margin, and this point is like just take 100 and then press enter. Okay, just click on that and press on run. It will run all these and this AC analysis is done. And now we will go to the results. Then direct plot. What we are going to analyze, this is AC gain and phase. Okay, so AC gain and phase. Just click on that. But we will now we are seeing that there is no any graph is there. So let me plot the graph between the input and output. Okay, so let's see. It's showing. Okay, so these two lines is showing there and just style to solid, and this is what we are going to see. This is the phase in degrees, this is the gain in dBs. So this is the plot for this schematic. You can save it, you can just take the screenshot of this. Okay, so let me draw one more thing. Just introduce one resistor here. Okay, first we will delete all these things. Do you want to save the currents? No, you don't want to save. Okay, so now what we want to introduce? We want to introduce all the capacitors and one resistor here, right? So press on delete, then delete, then delete, then again delete, delete, and press on I. Press the button I. You can use the capacitor. Okay, we want this capacitor. So rotate upside down. So rotate. Okay. So this is my capacitor. So we want this capacitor here, right? So we don't want to change the orientation of this capacitor. Just press ESC and then press I, then use resistor. This is our resistor. This is by default 1 kilo ohm. You see the value, just press Q. This is 1 kilo ohm by default. Okay. Now join all these points. Okay, so for the clarity, let me wait a second. Let me draw one more ground. Let me introduce one more ground here. Okay, so this is my ground. Press escape and then W. Just join all these points. Just join all these points and this. Join this. So we have changed this value to 1. Okay, this is 1.8 and all this is now done, I think. Okay, just press ESC. Let me check and save. Is there any error? No, I think no, there is no any errors. Schematic check completed with no errors. Okay, so now we will start our analyzation. Launch ADL. Just first we have to show DC analysis and save the DC operating point. Okay, just first check the model libraries. Model library is already there, 180 nanometer. Then press and run. This is all the DC analysis are given. Now V is 124.542 millivolt. This is all about this resistor. Okay, the current on this node is this and the voltage is this 900 millivolt. So now let me introduce the AC analysis again. Then start and stop, invert, and let me draw the logarithmic, which is 100. and then again enter. Just pressing this and run it. You will see the changes. Okay, then just go to the results and direct plot, and you will see the AC and gain phase. There is nothing in this AC and gain phase. We know that why this is not showing the results. Just press on the output and the input. We will get our results. So this is our results, and this can be shown like that. Okay, you can use schematic layout. Just solidify. Style is solid. Just style is solid. Right. This is what we are getting here. Right. Now, this is all about my common source amplifier. Okay. So we'll get our all the answers now. So this is all about our common source amplifier. So this is it for this module. Now I will come again after some days, and we will start our current source, current mirror, and all these things in our Cadence Virtuoso. So thank you. Good day.